is Tenderlash. How would you describe what you do? Tenderlash is the name that I gave my solo work just a long time ago, and it's evolved with me over time. I describe it as a combination of all my music tastes, sort of a platform for me to write songs and to come up with musical ideas. So that's basically what it is. Who or what influences you in your art that your fans might be surprised by? So I grew up with typical 80s new wave music, and no one would be surprised to know that I'm a fan of Duran Duran and The Cure and Depeche Mode, New Order, things like that. That's no surprise. But maybe some people don't know that I went through a sort of 1960s psychedelic phase, sort of around late high school, early college. And I was into the Beatles pretty heavily, and Pink Floyd and David Bowie. I listened to some, Summer of Love kind of things, like Mamas and the Papas and Jimi Hendrix and Jefferson Airplane. I just sort of got into that for a while. I never really got out of my new wave, of course, but sort of brought that in as an extra thing that I was into at the time. And I still really love those bands. So what do you like to do to relax? I like to take walks. I like to be in nature. I like to play music, of course. I go to the mountains or the beach whenever I can, and I like to be alone. Sort of introverted that way. Show and tell. What is something you're really excited about right now that you can show us? Well, I am in Savannah when they asked me to film this, spending the weekend here, and it's beautiful here. So I thought I'd walk around and show you a few things. Your latest release. So I've released 3 things during the pandemic. I know that sounds crazy, but the first thing that came out was an EP, Morning at Midnight single, and remixes and a cover of The Cure's If Only Tonight You Could Sleep. And then later in January of 2021, my debut came out, and that's released on Swiss Dark Nights, and it's called Hold Still. And then a few months later, I did a live stream performance with DJ Baby Berlin and company. They did a Black Celebration World Goth Day event. And so there's also a live recording out on CD through Swiss Dark Nights as well, and that's called Live from a Dark Room. So yeah, 3 things, and I'm still writing and recording and getting some more remixes done. Lots of things going on coming up. What are you most looking forward to as part of this year's Absolution Fest 2021? Oh my God, I just miss live shows. I miss seeing bands, and I'm really excited about the bill. Just top-notch. Curse Mackey, Bootblacks, Riki, Push Button Press, KANGA. I just want to see everybody, and not to mention just being on stage again after a long time, so I'm looking forward to that. By the way, my very first local live show as Tenderlash, I opened for Astari Nite, and so it's great that they're on the bill. It kind of feels like I'm coming full circle, I guess, so shouts to them as well. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to the whole experience. Where can we find you online? Tenderlash.com is really the hub for all the information that you need. There's links to all my social media on there, and videos, and where to go to find my music, and press kit, download, that kind of thing. So I would just say go to tenderlash.com, and you'll find everything there. My social media is always at Tenderlash, so that's pretty easy as long as you know how to spell Tenderlash. And any last thing you want to say to the viewers? Just please get vaccinated if you haven't already. Wear a mask. Be safe. I think we can all agree we just want concerts to come back and to be able to go to parties and to be able to hug each other. And if you just do your part, and everyone else, your family, your friends, tell them to do their part, and we can get through it and hopefully see a lot more of each other.